Clint Cosgrove, Rivals.com, along with Spartans Illustrated, here with breaking news on the Michigan State head coaching search. We have confirmed that via sources that at least 4 candidates have reached the second round of the interview process for the head coaching job at Michigan State. As initially reported by Spartans Illustrated, each of the 4 candidates are indeed sitting head coaches, and the list includes Oregon State's Jonathan Smith, Arizona's Jedd Fisch, Duke's Mike Elko, and Toledo's Jason Candle. It is important to be clear that these are not necessarily the final 4 candidates or even the top 4 being considered by Michigan State, but these are source-confirmed interviews that have reached the second round. Now, Jonathan Smith makes a ton of sense as he has taken Oregon State from a beatdown program to an 8-2 team ranked in the top 15 this season. He's proven to do more with less and could flourish with the resources that Michigan State has. Also of note, Oregon State does not have a power conference starting next year as the Beavers are in talks to join the Mountain West Conference. Smith has a heavy West Coast and Pac-12 ties, which could make him a candidate for some of the rumored jobs that could open in the Pac-12, including UCLA or at Arizona if the next candidate that I'm about to talk about were to end up elsewhere. And that next candidate is Arizona's Jedd Fisch. He has the Arizona program reaching new heights in year 3 of his tenure in Tucson. The Fisch's program is currently sitting at 7-3, ranked number 17 in the latest college football playoff rankings. This is Arizona's first appearance in those rankings since the inaugural year in 2014. Now, Fisch does have ties to the state of Michigan, as he spent time as Jim Harbaugh's pass game coordinator at Michigan. He has a vast network in both the NFL and at the college level. He's proven to be a phenomenal recruiter at Arizona as well. His name has been rumored for other jobs that are open or could potentially open in the coming weeks. Now, Jason Candle is an interesting candidate, head coach of Toledo. We first reported him not to be on the initial list of candidates prior to Michigan State apparently circling back, and he's the only sitting non-Power 5 head coach on this list. All of his FBS coaching experience comes at Toledo, where he's had a ton of success. He's from the Matt Campbell coaching tree, as he was promoted to offensive coordinator when Campbell took over the Toledo program. And then later, Candle was named the head coach of Toledo when Matt Campbell left for Iowa State. Now, Candle's record as a head coach is 64-33. He was MAC Coach of the Year in 2017, and he's likely a favorite to repeat that feat this year, as Toledo is 10-1 on the season, and they sit right behind Iowa and Kansas in the AP poll as those getting votes. Now, Duke's Mike Elko is the 4th source-confirmed candidate to reach the second round of interviews, and he has been on Michigan State's wish list for the fans since the search began. While this is a new development officially, it should be noted that Spartans Illustrated never ruled Elko out as an option when we initially reported the 4 candidates being considered a couple weeks ago. Now, Elko comes from the Dave Clawson coaching tree, where he coached for Clawson over a 12-year span, most recently at Wake Forest prior to taking the DC job at Notre Dame in 2017, where he spent a year prior to being hired by Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M, where he coached until 2022 when he took over as Duke's head coach, winning ACC Coach of the Year his first season at Duke. And he had the Blue Devils off to a red-hot start to start this season prior to derailed what they had going. But he will also likely be a candidate at Texas A&M. Now, keep in mind, these are not the only candidates. There are some that are involved other places that could be coming back into play, but that is the latest on the Michigan State football head coaching search.